Alright, so welcome to TougeSW. This is Series 2, Episode 19, date is 6/12/2025. Of course, you'll find this episode on TougeSW.com. For anyone who's actually visiting from or checking into TougeNorthwest.com, Oregon Drift, this is what it actually all became into. Long story short, kind of thing. So continue on. This is where you can find me. We do this every Thursday night at 10 p.m. ish. Sorry, so a little late tonight. You can also find the replays on my YouTube channel, which is at Wandering Raven. You can also see the random stuff that I posted at Wandering Ravens, at Instagram, Wandering Raven, where I've been posting the photos and videos on as reels, and yeah, well, fun stuff. Alright, next. So who am I? I am the Wandering Raven, born and raised here in Las Vegas. Um, and I drift, I hack, I play video games. That's how it is. That's how I've been putting it. Been drifting cars since 2010. I hack computers for a living. Mainly, that's my that's my job, IT. So a lot of my mechanical stuff, it translates over in many ways. I use it as a way to help fight my burnout with work, as IT can get really burning and whatnot. So I wrote a book. I'm an author of VegasHackware.com, or the actual book's called Vegas Hackware. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and even on Google Play now. And let's see, what is TougeSW? I've been saying this many times over and over again. It started out as a project back in 2011. It was a side project. It was like I wanted to mimic Toge Northwest back in 2010. Toge Northwest, when I was up in Oregon for that year, I I learned how to drift. I learned how to do toge racing. That's basically mountain pass racing. Um, it's a lot different than like your standard 8-10 second races around here, or the Fast and the Furious kind is more like a Tokyo Drift kind of thing. It's pretty unique and fun. Um, but yeah, it was like whole Toge Northwest or Oregon Drift and everything else. They were able to start this whole Drift X experience there. They I actually got to visit and become part of that whole history of bringing drifting to park racing, or park drift over in, in Oregon. It was epic time, you know. I wish Dave would have kept on going, but it all fell apart. I really have no clue what's going on or all the drama. It just seemed like uh, pretty much everybody parted their ways, kind of thing. Kind of sad. So back in 2011, I was held against my will up in Oregon, where it threatened my life and my career. So it pushed me out of Oregon because I had no other place to go. I ended up coming back to Vegas, and so I decided to start this project down here since I loved it up there so much. And Vegas is a different beast because they are Fast and Furious #1 kind of feel here. And drifting is pretty much only at the track. You can probably do it around here, but it's a lot of grid kind of thing. And people just end up doing freaking donuts in like parking lots, and it's just a different beast. So I tried starting it out as trying to put it together like it is up there, but it never happened, never worked, never formulated. Tried to do what I could, but it just didn't happen. So I turned it into a blogging kind of site, and and then it kind of went up and down depending on the events that I went to, and then 2019 happened. My mom passes away. My last drift event happened, and kind of threw myself in a hole. I mean, there was a couple build threads here and there, but and then I started doing this podcast. This is on series 2. Back in series 1, I started doing this to basically help motivate myself, to keep myself going, help myself, reach up and be motivated, be confident in myself again, get myself back out in the track, even if I'm not drifting yet, or back on the track with my car. It's going to happen sooner or later. I'm just trying to figure it out. I wish I had help to figure it out, but meanwhile, it's just what I got right now. Doing this all alone. This is all myself. I wish I did have help, but you know what? It is what it is. Not everyone's gonna like me. Not everyone's gonna care. Not anybody. My personal life is my personal life, but I'm still the same person as I've always been 5, 10 years ago. So, I all I want to do is like get back on the track, burn some tires, and get more seat time again. I would love to get my pro-am license, but the biggest pro-am kind of disappeared, and I don't even know what happened to that. And so it's kind of upsetting in a way, but TougeSW Southwest has become my podcast for showcasing what I'm currently doing, what I'm working on, and what events are coming up that I'm going to be attending. And if I'm drifting, I'm definitely going to bring like an extra time so I can actually stream it out there too. That's one thing I do miss doing is bringing some seat time and having my stream in pretty much my passenger seat while I'm doing it. All right, so let's see what's next. All right, so let's do an update real quick. I'm gonna have to say I couldn't get nothing done this week or last weekend. So here's what happened. Still need to do what I need to do. I figured out my alternator wire. So I'm still working on this. I've been researching this all week. So what happened was I extended the wires because when I did it, I was trying to do the VG30. That's the dual overhead cam version from the J30, which is also 300ZX D32's motor as well. The alternator from that side was on the right side of the motor when the original motor had it on the left side. So the wire is much smaller. So my so what I'm having a problem is the wire is smaller, different than what I wired up to. I don't know why I did it that way. So I need to figure out exactly what kind of wire that is, or actually I might have wire that I can actually cut that length and fit it to the alternator as it should be. Or might actually dip into the black car that's out there that I have in the backyard. It might actually have the wiring already ready for me. So I just need to grab that wire. Because no, I'm not gonna be able to show it because I didn't really take a good enough, strong enough picture for it. But that is what I am working on right now. The reason why I didn't get to anything really is because I ended up getting sick. I ended up going to. I didn't really tell anybody, but I ended up going to um quick care on quick care emergency room, whatever you want to call it, on Sunday morning because I was not feeling well at all. I had this weird bacterial infection inside. Been taking basically antibiotics since, but feeling a lot better now. Maybe 10 times better than I was last weekend. So I should be able to get that wiring done. Um, And not just the wiring done. I should be able to get some other things done too. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my cluster gauges at the moment. I might just say screw it and try to figure out how they modded the back of the tachometer just for that CA. If that's the case, I might just try to see if it's already been pre-modded on the black car beforehand, and if it is, I might just pull it from that and bring it over. Um, so hopefully I can get that over. I can do it that way. That'll actually get me up quicker, and maybe next month I'll actually be able to do something. But I've been looking into digital, like little digital ones that I would love to get set up with. I think that would actually be awesome. Like a digital display or digital. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull in like an example real quick. I had one earlier. I get the name of the product that I was looking at. Power Tune. Power Tune digital. Let's see. Here's what I'm talking about. There's one in here that's standalone the bundle here. It has, it does have cabling to Nistune, which is kind of cool. I don't know how well that works, but I think that'll work. That'll be awesome if it did. And this comes with its own GPS, so I don't ever have to worry about wiring up that stupid the cable, the cable that tends to break for the tachometer or speedometer. I don't need a mounting bracket, but because I can technically just build my own. But I think that would be a great thing. I think I can do something like that when I get more into it, maybe. That's gonna be like $900, dude. I don't have that. That's awesome though, but I'm just gonna have to work with what I got right now until I can save up the money for it. So on that account, so that's a little bit on the V car. I'm at the drift car vlog. So what's next? So what's next on this one? Wanted to do a quick learning session. So let's see. This is going to be a weird off the bat one, but here's something I've learned. Got the CA20 car that I set up for my daily driving. It's let's see. I'm gonna pull a quick picture of that real quick. Save, tab. So we'll do this real quick. Alright, so let's do a little learning here. Alright, if you haven't, in the past, I was talking about basically doing an AC upgrade to my Resto mod here, my Resto car, my Resto C820 S12, because I have multiple S12s. I'm restoring this one, the daily drive, because it was originally my daily driven car before I bought the 350. And so I'm trying to get AC into it. It never had AC, so um, so what do we see here? This is your basic setup here. Your setup basically, I went from R12 to R134A, but I'm not using R31A because I found something new. Okay, so we're gonna dig into this. I need to get more cans, but what this is called loft duster. You know, it's meant for your electronics. Apparently, it's R154A, and there's some old guides that people are taking this stuff and putting it into their old cars, and it blows harder, colder air, almost mimicking an R12, and it compresses better than an R134 in an old R12 system, because that's the problem with the conversion. The material in R134 is actually different, and it's harder to compress. So you can get that cooler air, and since Vegas is about to hit 120 degrees freaking Fahrenheit, this would actually be more beneficial for me to daily drive this car, because it does save money on gas. It's if I can actually get the AC really rolling, and I will definitely look into getting my windows tinted as well, then this might actually be a really decent, cool car to drive during the summertime. Um, But from what I've been doing here is I ran out of bottles because it's going to take more than one to do what I was doing, but it actually worked. The thing sucked it all up. It held it in. I, of course, I vacuumed out everything like you should, just according to the FSM. I tried to do everything else, but it's not enough. I need more. I thought I had more, but I don't have. I think you're gonna need like 3, maybe 4 bottles of this just for it to actually take effect of how much this really needs. It does have. It's pretty much everything has been set up as an FSM. Just the only thing that I've done here was I got the side crimper for cans. If you can't put them on the top, basically you're puncturing a hole inside these cans, and you're basically sucking the air through here. Well, the freon of the stuff in here into there. You ever done this like upside down? You try to spray yourself with it. You know how you tend to get like a little frostbite from it, and it's basically freon. It's like R135. I mean R154A. That's what it is. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I know I'm getting old. That and my glasses. I forgot the name of the stuff that I'm looking for. Thermal glass, gas under pressure, never shake it. Never shake this stuff. It's like super pressurized inside. Can explode in your hand. Oh, there it is. So, can't pronounce what this is, but it is CAS 75-37-6. Uh, so this is like a cool little if you're trying to restore an old AC system in an old car, just keep in mind it might take more than an R134 or an R12, but it'll work just as good as an R12. So, and let's see, no, I made a mistake. It's R152A. Sorry, refrigerant 152A. My bad. I thought it was 154. I don't know why I'm thinking 4. But there, it works just as good as a 152, 134, or 132. I don't count. Whoops. Anyways, yeah. Or I like to call it R12, R13. I think I'm just gonna call this one R15. That way I don't confuse anybody. I can't pronounce what that is, but that is basically what you're putting into your AC system. And a little easier than putting, I heard you can put propane inside the system. But I think this would work just as fine. And air. Imagine that. Cheaper freon. Easier to put in. You do have to measure and make sure you get enough in there because it's definitely going to be different than or if you don't know what you're really doing and you don't want to dip your hands into the fucking around and finding out kind of thing. And then always reach out to an actual professional and try to have them help you with it. I'm pretty sure they'll have the tools and everything and already know what to do. Or if not, they can always look up and look into it. There's always YouTube videos about it. People have done it and they've had great success with it. So that is what I'm doing. I just ordered a 6-pack of them. I might just say screw that. Might just go get some from the store to maybe on the way home from Vegas trip or whatnot. So that's that. And then I'm gonna catch up on my alternate fire this weekend. I know it's gonna be hot as hell, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fix the wiring. I'm gonna go see if I can grab the cluster. If it's in the car, I might have already pulled it out. I don't remember. If I did, I don't know where it's at the moment. I think it's been labeled somewhere. And then I need to go to the thermostat housing. And then we're going to start working on power steering before I put it all back together. And that's CA18, the turbo car. And we're gonna really start working down the list here. We did fix this. The brake leak, it was actually loose threads. They're tight now. Um, I don't know how they became so loose. It happens. Um, I know I have to let the clutch actually be a little more better, but there's a few things I've been learning, especially with a lot of um, basically remapping with BEs and how to really map them down. And I might still try to see if there's an actually like a tuning class that maybe I can get like a discount at CSN. Let's see if they have a tuning class at the North Las Vegas campus. If they do, I'm gonna go for it. If they don't, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing because it's fun learning. But that is what I'm doing. That is what's going on. We're gonna finish the AC. I'll definitely have raw footage of that this weekend. When I have it up and running, we're gonna definitely tag it with thermal gun. See how cold it really gets. Um, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't really get much done last week. I just wanted to pull that up, see this little hack that I found for the S12, for the AC part of the S12. I had to give a shout out to Patrick at what's his company's name? Like um, let's see. I'm having a problem at the high impact. There we go. I don't know why. I think it's because Patrick the high impact motorsports here in Vegas. Mainly, I'm giving them a shout out mainly because he gave me the idea. Uh, and then once he had the idea, because I was talking about just dumping 134 into my system, and I didn't get a chance to do that yet, but he threw out the idea of using canned air. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. I ordered the tools, um, the crimping tool where you punch a hole in the side of the can, and I reordered new end fittings for the AC because they're kind of old and you should replace them every now and then. And replacing seals so it actually makes a good secure thing. And more oil for my freaking pump. So I was able to vacuum out every moisture and everything inside. Followed everything to the T on the freaking FSM. and to the T on the upgrade for the R12 to R134. So I think we're good with that. What's next? All right, so this is closing. This is the closing time. Um, I've already spoke about what we're going to be doing. Um, so this is what I do every Thursday night at 10 o'clock ish. I mean, I would love for this to grow further than just a basic talk and showing what I've done and what I'm going to do and what events coming up. Tomorrow night will be Vegas Drift, so I'll be going out to Vegas. I'm going to go out to the track. I miss hanging out with people there, but it is what it is. I feel like I need to bring my car, but you know, like I said, it is what it is. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go probably just go get a shirt this time and take some pictures, shoot some cars, and shoot my shoot some cars with my phone. Hopefully, it doesn't overheat. And well, I'll definitely showcase them next week. And also post them on TougeSW.com. So if you want to see it there, I'm gonna have this episode up there on TougeSW.com as well. Um, yeah, if there's any questions or anything I can do, any questions about the S12s, I can answer. Um, mm, this is like a great time to ask. But if you want to ask any other time, you can. My DMs always open, especially on Instagram, Discord, or any social media stuff. It don't matter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my closing. So, and I think with that count, we call it a night. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow night-ish if I can. And I'll be at the track, so if I do come live, it's going to be at the track. If not, it'll be like maybe after 9. And if I do that, I might just tune it up again, start the move. If not, I will definitely catch you this weekend. So have a good one, and thanks for hanging out, and see you later.